iPhone 8 Plus first look and impressions. That video's coming up right now. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and I happen to get my hands on a silver iPhone 8 Plus here to unbox for you and take a first look at here today. Now, I did pre-order this myself. This was not sent out, so this is totally honest and fair in this video. I went with the 64GB edition, as you can see right here, and it does say iPhone on the side and Apple logo on the top. It's pretty much a similar minimalistic Apple unboxing experience we've had with all prior iPhones, so nothing changes here. So revealing the tab, you do get inside of the box some paperwork as well as some Apple stickers and stuff like so. So this is exactly the same pretty much as you've always seen. You get the SIM eject tool because I did get the unlocked model, but getting into the phone itself here, you can see that immediately it does look pretty clean, pretty minimalistic. Got that glass back, supports wireless charging here. You do have slightly different design cues than prior iPhones. It looks pretty nice and classy. You got the camera bump that shows a nice silver metal strip around it. You have no FCC branding or anything under the iPhone logo, so very clean there. No headphone jack remained, and you can see on the front, well, it's an iPhone there on the front, so nothing too exciting here, I would say, overall on the first impressions, but it's still, you know, a clean, minimalistic, fast A11 Bionic chip phone. So I'm excited to see how the speed is here. You get yourself your Apple EarPods, you get your lightning cable. In addition to that, you get your little brick, but you got to buy a bigger brick if you want even faster charging, because the one out of the box is not the fastest of charging bricks that you can buy from Apple. So they don't give you their best of the best accessories right in the box. So revealing the tab, or peeling off the tab here, this is only once in a lifetime. It feels good to go ahead and do that. But here we are in the iPhone, and immediately I'm noticing it's very similar to an iPhone I used to own, the iPhone 6s Plus, or used to use pretty often. I still use it, the 6s Plus. So I'm gonna have to do, you know, closer comparisons to see if this is updated, worth the update, because a lot of people I'm sure have a 6s Plus and they're wondering, should I update? This is their 2-year cycle upgrade. The 7 Plus, I can already say on first impressions, I would definitely not update to this. If you do have an iPhone 7 Plus, it just doesn't seem to cut it in terms of enough of an upgrade over the 7 Plus. Now the X might be a different story, but we're gonna have to see that just later this year when we do bring it here to the channel. But overall, it does feel a little bit heavier than iPhone 7 Plus. That lends to feeling like a more premium device in the hand here on 8 Plus. So I like that feel overall. But getting into the boot up process, immediately after booting up the 8 Plus, I noticed the True Tone display. As an iPad Pro user myself, I can easily see this. You might not notice the difference too much, but it definitely is warmer and it's a little bit more pleasing to the eye. But going through the setup process, it's about the same as it's always been for an iPhone. You have express settings now, and you can also disable your location services. You see Siri, iPhone analytics. You can see there's your True Tone option. It's just showing you the difference with that new feature. You choose your clicks just like you did, set up display zoom, and you are in your iPhone. So first thing out of the box, since I already use iOS 11, nothing new feeling here. It was slightly choppy right out of the box. Kind of surprising. It reminded me a little bit of a Samsung phone. When you first boot it up, it's a little bit slow, and then it gets warmed up and it runs a little bit quicker. So that was a little shocking to see, but hey, it is what it is here so far. We still have to get into the dot releases for iOS 11, but going in the about section, you can see I'm on 15A372, the GM or the Goldmaster build version of iOS 11 here. And going down into display, here is that new True Tone option as we had before. The auto brightness is gone. You actually have to go into accessibility to enable auto brightness now through the display settings, so it's no longer in display settings. The capacitive home button is about the same, but I really wondered, how is the speed of the iPhone 8 Plus here? So we went ahead and decided to run a Geekbench here. Some technical scores are 4213 on a single and 10,198 on a multi. This is a monster, easily the fastest phone ever on Geekbench so far. And looking at a couple other visual cues, you will see that you do have the flash that is embedded under the glass now, same microphone hole right there, as well as the metal strip around the camera, which lends to a more premium look if you ask me. The Apple logo is under the glass, so I like that. It's not going to get scratched up as easily. The glass feels super premium, but this looks just like a makeover to me. And 2-year upgraders coming from an iPhone 6s Plus, this is questionable because you're getting a very similar feeling phone. It's going to be a lot faster and a lot better under the hood, but the iPhone 10 is going to be bringing, you know, a lot of stuff that I think people are going to be wanting in a real upgrade. And the iPhone 7 Plus, definitely, I'm going to tell you guys, do yourself the favor, don't upgrade to this right now, but I'm not going to overlook the 8 Plus. We're going to do some in-depth comparisons before we make that final decision if it's worth it from the 7 Plus. The portrait camera mode does make its way here on the iPhone 8 Plus, and I wasn't able to test it here in this lighting because this is just really bright lighting, so it's not going to be a fair test here on the iPhone 8 Plus. But let's just take a look at the camera quality itself first of all, because DxOMark rated this the highest rated camera on the market so far. And based on my first impressions, you can see right here, I took a picture of this Lumix lens cover. It looks pretty dang sharp here on the iPhone 8 Plus. So it's going to be a pretty phenomenal camera, I think, for most people. For most consumers, they're going to be very happy with this camera. Now, AR is an emerging technology that makes its way here to the 8 Plus as well, but this is also found on other iPhones. I even tested AR on the iPhone SE. So this is not the only iPhone that could run AR, but it's going to be one of the best for the future of AR. So that's pretty much my first impressions and first look at the iPhone 8 Plus. Like I say, I don't want to overlook it because it looks the same as a lot of the other iPhones pretty much in design. We're going to talk more about what's under the hood. If you found this video enjoyable, click the like button for me, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well. I will catch you all in the next one, and peace.